Okay. I think everything is in order. How are we looking in terms of time? Okay. We should be good.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. There's traffic behind, take care. The leader's just done a 129.7.
That was a little bit silly. Thank you for the follow, Fragilities. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well this evening.
Remaining, 15 minutes to go.
I'm just running some practice laps before the race starts, which I desperately need because I have not practiced this track at all, like the very responsible driver that I am. Because who actually, you know, practices for a race they're doing? Couldn't be me.
P4. We're a 10th off the pace in Sector 3.
That's why I'm way off pace. Because practice is for nerds. And I ain't no gosh darn nerd. And that's a lie, but you know. My throat is not agreeing with me tonight, apparently. How unfortunate. Yep, saw that coming.
This lap will be invalidated. Watch the track limits.
It is nice being able to go flat out through a lot of parts of this track where you can't in other cars. Okay, that's a little better. Still way off pace, but better.
You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 1.
Alright, yeah, this is a much better lap than last time.
P5. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gaining almost 4 seconds on my last lap. But, you know what, whatever. If you say so, iRacing. whatever boats your float.
That's your best lap in this session. That puts you 1.1
Yeah, I mean, that's
seconds
better, but
off the
that's
leader's
not
pace. Sector 3
4
times
seconds
okay.
better. At least now I have a better baseline to be actually comparing to.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
I'm off the pace, but I expected that.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Remaining 10 minutes.
Okay. I mean, I've got a handle on what I need to do here. I definitely don't have
P3, good lap. That's your best in the
speed
session.
to be in P1, but
off the pace.
I'm on the podium with my pace, so that's good. And I way overdrove the corner there, damn. That was a little embarrassing.
Lap, track limits.
But that's what practice is for. Getting all the kinks out early so you don't make those mistakes during the race. Either way, this is not a good lap. I'm not even gonna lift here, I'm just gonna see what happens if I push it. I mean, that seemed to be pretty good. Okay. That works for me. Sucks I went off the course in turn 1 because the rest of this lap's actually been pretty good. But you live, you learn. I'm surprised I'm all the way up in P3 in terms of pace right now. I can probably get through that corner without braking as hard, but I'm still a little bit nervous dive bombing into it. Hello, Johnny. Nice of you to be hanging out there.
The leader has just done a 128.8.
Well, I'm less than a second behind the leader, which is actually pretty good. Normally, I have more than a second off from the lead pace, so that's actually pretty good. I'll certainly take it.
Fastest lap for Mitchell, 128.7.
Okay, Kip. You can just do that, I guess. Sure. Oh, and Ben set a time faster than me. I was waiting for that to happen. Ben's normally up there near the lead.
Off the pace.
Broke way too early there. Too early and too hard.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
This definitely feels like a track I'm gonna have to stay in the draft in. Especially down the front straight. But I'm making something work. I'm not last in pace, I guess. Not as many folks here tonight as we normally have, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's much more like how I wanted to run that corner. There we go.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Just gotta be a little more gentle on the brakes.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
Still 2/10 off in Sector 1 is not the best.
The leader has just done a 128.5.
If we play our cards right here, we can beat Ben's time. Just maybe.
Sector 2
Nope,
is 0.4
that was a
off the
terrible
pace.
corner. Oh well, we're getting closer to him. And we're just gonna drive off the track there. That's fine.
I believe this lap, you've cut the track.
Oh well, I tried. I pushed way too hard there, but I tried.
The guy behind has just done a 131.2.
But that was on track to be a decent lap if I had not blown a few corners there. That said, I am going to use the next few minutes of practice to go get a drink. So I will be right back.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. The leader has just done a 128.5. The guy behind has just done a 130.5. Checker flags out, P5. That's the end of the session, P5.
And we're back. And it's time to start thinking about putting in a qualifying time. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and hop in the race chat so you can hear my friendly competition. Hello.
What's up, Aiden? How's it going?
Not very fast, but it's going.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. You've got 20 laps to get the job done.
There's a car approaching. He's 30 seconds behind me. Leave me alone, crew chief.
There's traffic behind, 20 seconds back.
You never know, they might gain 30 seconds in the next 3 seconds.
I am speed.
Maybe if he was in an F1 car.
The leader's just done a 130.5.
Get me that Formula V DRS.
I'm sure somewhere in some country there is a Formula V with the DRS system on it.
You never know what redneck ingenuity will create.
I don't know if I'd believe that's true.
Two
These
is
cars don't have enough
0.6
power to like
off the
really
pace.
push through aero.
Yeah, more likely it has push to pass or curves on it.
DRS.
And the push to pass just starts an extra VW motor up for a brief second. Or wait, no, it just activates the starter.
Currently 1.0 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast.
Starter adds 10 horsepower. You know what? One type of racing that I have yet to see in iRacing. Auto Modelista has it.
Sector 1 is quick. The leader's just done a 129.3.
Horses?
Nope.
Camels?
Lawnmowers.
As much as I would
Mostly
love
trucks.
to see
Just done
that.
a 129.2.
That's Formula trucks.
The semis.
Yeah, can you imagine seeing those in iRacing?
Be hilarious.
I would not be opposed to more trucks than the NASCAR truck.
Yeah, these things are way bigger than NASCAR trucks.
But are they bigger than the pace truck? Because nothing's bigger than the pace truck.
You ever
Yeah.
played you ever played Euro Truck Simulator?
I've seen it.
Yeah, imagine those cab over trucks.
P4. That lap time was
That sounds a
129.7.
little unsafe.
They're actually fun to watch. It makes it even scarier that FIA actually sanctions them.
The leader has just done a 128.3.
Jesus, Nick.
The guy behind has just done a 130.9.
Now Nick's just showing off.
I am not understanding how he's able to extract that kind of speed out of this car with so much.
Oh,
Why?
he was just drafting me on that lap.
That's when you're supposed to spin, Kip.
Yeah, but I was on a flyer lap myself, so I thought about it.
I keep panicking and overbraking turn 1. I know I can push harder through it, but I don't.
I used the 2-cone to brake.
I feel like to get a 28.2, Nick's not braking.
He's braver than I am then.
What's up, Corey?
Hey,
You gonna be able to get in for qualifying yet?
I was gonna ask, did I not make it?
We still got a couple more minutes qualifying, so if you get in here in the next couple minutes, you should be good.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 2.
There you are.
Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 115 Fahrenheit.
Ah,
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
Did you have an oopsie?
yeah. I'm trying too hard in sector 2. Like I just found probably what Nick's doing to get that
V2,
huge
that's
time.
your fastest lap.
time,
Your
and
lap
it's
time
all in
was
turn 1.
129.0.
But I can't capitalize on it.
Damn.
I can't go as fast as I did my first flying lap with. Nice lap, Aiden.
It was a mistake. Don't look at it. The scoreboard's malfunctioning.
That's
That's the end of the session. P2.
Damn.
Ah, frick.
I was
hate
about
that
to
you
do
don't
a
get
sub
to finish your
29.
lap. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not even quite sure if I want to actually join this race.
Do it.
Should. It'll be a good time.
I mean, I haven't even practiced at all.
oh, don't worry, we're all gonna crash out like the first turn.
Hey, you're probably in the best spot.
Yeah. Just take it down a notch or two for the first heat, then you can try to race in heat 2. More than likely, you ain't gonna. You're probably gonna finish decent.
Well, to be honest, if I'm gonna, or if I start like in the front row next heat, I'm just not gonna start because fuck that shit.
Boo this man.
Invert 8. Well, in that case, you just gotta beat 2 people. Which is perfectly possible because, you know,
I don't think
somebody
we've
like me
gone
is
a
bound to spin
race
it in turn 1.
without 2 people wrecking.
Hey, Aiden, what's your record for getting through the first lap after starting on the front row?
It hasn't been good enough for me to keep count of.
See, Corey, Aiden's like sure to loop it on like
35
turn
laps.
1 or 3 or something.
I am. I always loop it when I'm in the front row.
He's gonna loop it, collect everybody but Nicholas.
Yeah, that's how it
And
goes.
Nick's gonna lap everybody.
Because for some reason Nicholas has that kind of luck.
Follow the pace car in the right lane. Be ready, we're about to go green.
I'm trying to watch Nick and the road. I missed the start anyway. Have fun, Nick.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea where the breaking point is gonna be and whatnot.
Three marker. Three.
About 2.
About 3 and
He's
2,
still
but
there.
use 3 on
Clear
cold
right,
tires.
right side. Still there.
How are
Right
you?
side's clear.
What the F just happened there? That was annoying.
I'm not sure what happened.
My car felt like it was fine, and I was part throttle through the turn, and it just snapped around. But
Yeah,
I
mine
wasn't.
almost.
I wasn't close enough to like have contact with anybody, so that was just
Probably cold tires.
weird.
We're all cold tires on the inside. I hope to God I have enough fuel because I didn't even bother looking.
Yellow flag, caution.
There's.
You guys all made it really easy for Nick to win, didn't ya?
Maybe.
Hey,
don't
I
even
actually,
know where the fucking track is.
I avoided Tip pretty good. Not whoever was behind me did. Somehow I don't have a meatball.
I
It's
was
amazing.
waiting for a meatball for that, and I don't have one.
I was like, wow, I stopped. I didn't hit you, then ass back from behind.
Also, I have my volume down. I forgot to turn my in-game volume back up. Shit, everything's so quiet.
Only 20 seconds back from Nick, it's alright.
So, Jason, is it time for Operation Kill Nicholas?
Yep.
Okay, I like that plan.
Kill like Mercedes killed Red Bull.
I don't watch enough Formula 1 to know what that means. I overdrove the corner. You saw nothing, Jason? I overdrove the corner again.
Car right. Hold your line. Right side's clear. Don't panic, we'll get him back.
Hello, Frosty. It is iRacing time. You know what? No, I'm not going to try and pass you in that corner. That sounds like an incredibly bad idea. As much as I really wanted to, you know, I don't hate myself that much.
The leader has just done a 128.7. P3.
I'm gonna try to catch us up to Nicholas. And I overdrove the turn.
At least we're consistent with each other.
Still there. Clear left. Great move. Keep it up.
Much as I want to see you two work together and catch Nick so he doesn't win, go ahead and keep fighting. Coming for ya.
We're not even fighting, we're just making mistakes entirely on our own.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits. V2.
I can see you guys way up there.
I can't see shit.
Uh-oh.
Oop, I just saw that. Oh, yeah, there you are.
Car right. Hold your line. Still there.
You know what I
Clear
don't
right.
like?
I should-
That.
You're reeling. Gardner in. The gap is now.
I should
0.4.
stop hitting the
Come on,
turn
keep
1
pushing.
curb on the inside.
No, keep doing that. Stay away from me.
I really wish I knew what settings they were on this fucking crew chief. So
For
you wouldn't
what?
fucking, so you wouldn't fucking make me feel like a piece of shit all the time.
It's in the advanced settings. There's like an option for being
Yeah, and I
rude.
thought I turned that off, but apparently I fucking didn't. Yeah, I should just fucking.
V3.
Practice session.
We have a slow car on the left. Oh boy!
Nick,
He's off the track! Quick, block him! Don't let him back on!
I'm taking it.
We thank you for your sacrifice.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 8.5. The pit window for refueling should open about lap 6.
I did
It'll
that.
end on lap
I never went on
20.
purpose, but damn, I was like, I want to ride this curve and see how it goes, and it did not go well.
You should try it again, it might work better the second time.
Follow the strategy, Cotton. You might have to try that one out.
Am I winning? No, but I'm in the top 3, so that's pretty darn good.
Small sample size.
Well, that's true. You got to get a large data set.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 111 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, science! Yeah, close enough.
That's your fastest
I don't
lap
like
today.
this, Jason. He's passing you in the scary corner.
Which one's the scary corner?
All of them.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
I got Daniel.
You know, how about we agree to just never pass each other ever? This track scares me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Car
you.
left. Clear left.
Yeah, no problem. I already wrecked Harrison, kinda.
Always got race too.
Sorry about that, Daniel.
I brake too hard.
You brake too hard because I broke too hard.
It's all good. Sorry.
You're good. I missed you.
Whew. Might have pooped myself a little bit, but I missed him.
Hey, then it looks like we're both gonna get a podium.
Don't jinx it. We still have another 16 minutes.
Yeah, keep
Good
fighting,
lap.
boys.
That's your quickest today. Sector
Cheaters
2 is
with a
0.8
draft up there.
off the pace.
Yep. Gotta employ that tandem drafting, you know? Jason, I hope you realize your line terrifies me. Oh, Nick got into the gravel. He saved it, though.
Left side. Clear left.
This man has no fear of gravel pits. I don't understand.
P2.
What happened, Jason?
Ask
The gap in front is now 0.3. Sector 2
I
is
have no
0.4
idea.
off the pace.
I lost my momentum just a little bit, and y'all are gone.
Great, I'm fixing to get a black flag, yay.
Keep searching, you'll find a gap. New fastest lap for Gardner, 128.4. You've just done a 128.9. Car right. He's still there. Clear right. Okay, stay with him. Keep it within the track limits. That's a new fastest lap for Gardner, 128.4, P3.
Man, hitting neutral when you don't want to is fun.
Feel free to do that on the straight.
Left side, clear left.
Oh, crap. Sorry about that, Aiden.
You're all good.
That lap was a 129.8. gap to Gardner ahead is now 0.6. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace.
I think I just set fastest lap of the race.
What you should be doing is trying to pass everybody so it slows you all down so I can catch up.
We're working on it.
I'm kind of content right now. I got me and my teammate second and third.
Come on, go for first.
Exactly.
Never too early to
Imagine.
try.
What if Nicholas didn't win a race?
1 gallon remaining.
Insert that Spider-Man scene with the they got the newspaper laughing.
Stay close. Keep the pressure on.
Insert Blake trying to pass Charles last night.
If it tells you what kind of pace we're setting, my optimal is in a 127.9.
I'm just happy I was able to sneak under that 129 mark without draft here. I still have no idea how you guys are getting that extra half a second plus unassisted, but whatever.
Very carefully.
Oh, believe me, this car is not happy being pushed this hard.
The gap to Gardner in front is now 1.3.
I'm not happy being pushed this hard.
The leader has just done a 128.4. That's a new fastest lap for Gardner, 128.1.
I don't think the next car's the leader, but thanks for the encouragement.
Was at the line.
The gap behind is now 10 seconds.
Ah, I fucking hate myself.
Frosty, if you did that, I would cry.
Honestly, I'm good. I'm just going so slow at this point. I don't even feel like I should. Yeah, Yeah, I'm just
P3.
You don't
done
have
for
to jump
tonight.
out the way
I
like
think.
that, Corey. You just gotta kind of drive, be predictable, hold the line, we'll get ready.
Locked my tires in turn 1. This should be 2 to go. Oh no, this is 1 to go. Okay.
Last lap, bring it on home. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. You've got half a gallon left.
What a super fun race, Jason Maiden.
How much I gotta pay you to stop being so fast?
We're on the podium. Good drive.
Y'all are close. I mean, y'all are right there with me. If y'all are in draft range, I can't get away. That's fun. I enjoy that.
Ran my fastest lap on that last lap there.
Yeah, Nick, that was a blast. This thing was just barely hanging on.
We were both on a knife edge there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's just gonna make it harder for me with standings. Oh.
Yeah, to be honest, it just sounds like everyone's having fun besides me.
Yeah, you're really never going to get faster if you keep just quitting out because
Yeah,
You're
see if
the
you can watch
slowest.
some of the replay of those top 3 guys there.
Watch your speed. Pit lane
See if you
speed
can
limit
learn
is
something
45 miles per
quick
hour.
out of that.
Even the
I-
pit is like hyper
I
fun
just
in
don't.
these cars.
Well, I can't watch someone. I can't watch someone go around a track and learn from them. Unless they like, or I can't look and learn
Check the
like
flags
that.
out of the P6.
I mean for crying out loud, when I started doing road racing, I was on broadcast in a Red Bull Jetta, being dead last all the time.
And I mean, and by the way, what does it say that I only race here on this series? Like, I mean, you know, and only the Formula V here. I mean, just because I don't race, even if I just like quit this race and whatnot, doesn't mean I'm not gonna race a Formula V on the official ones or the official servers.
True. It's good practice, and keep working at it and get the pace up to with everybody else.
I don't know. I'm thinking about just not participating in the next race because I'm not exactly having fun while everyone else seems like having a good time. So.
I didn't have the most fun here. I was by myself most of that race. But I got 16 laps in and did some good practice.
I'm glad I got this water before the race because I definitely need it.
By the way, Johnny, I saw everything. How upset was he that he found out he got DQ'd?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he laughed out loud about whatever it was, so I don't know. I mean, don't be an asshole after ever being DQ'd, you know?
Yeah.
But being an asshole is fun. That's why I do it.
Yeah, you're the world's worst asshole.
What's up, Nick?
That's the end of the session. B6.
What's up, guys?
Nice launch, Johnny.
I rolled under the bridge, back across the track. Good.
You're the car that I happen to have on, like, that it popped the background as I was sitting here in my garage.
Just got this new Lamborghini here.
Out in my garage.
Apparently that dude still, like, regularly uploads videos. I just kind of assumed he dropped off the face of the earth after that stopped being funny.
No, he's actually like a scam artist. Runs a couple of companies that are real sketchy and scummy.
Oh no, fuck this.
No, do it.
No,
Good.
no, get in there, get in there.
Get in
No,
there.
I am not starting up in the front row.
I mean, just hold your line. We'll get around you, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm gonna
Only way
wreck
you can
everyone
get better-
else's race, okay?
Only
Nah,
way
No,
you can
you-
get better is by doing, bro.
you got this. Jump back in here.
Yeah, good.
The track temp is 113 Fahrenheit 35 laps.
Kip, is there anybody in front of you?
Nope.
Nope. Daniel,
Follow
I
car number
think,
27,
left the session.
Left lane. Get ready. Keep your nose clean.
Stop being fast up there. I need to actually pace with you.
Okay, give her, Kip.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
our-
sorry. I'm
this
not.
is our only chance.
I'm not gonna be starting up in the
Green,
front
green,
row,
green, 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 green.
responsible for wrecking everyone.
No, we'll do that for you.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
I just remember last time I started up in the front row, I wrecked just about. I don't want to say everyone's race, but I wrecked like 2 people's races. I
On your
look
right.
with my
your
skill
right.
level and everything. I shouldn't be starting up front.
I wrecked everyone when I started up front in Alton. That was fun.
It's just one of those things where it's a good learning experience, too.
It allows you to slot in behind people, see how they're kind of carrying speed, what lines they're taking, whether they're shifting.
Okay, let's find a good rhythm. Make some places.
Frankly, I'm concerned by the fact that the whole field is still together right now.
Beautiful.
Oh, never mind.
You jinxed
Too
it.
soon.
Yep.
Comment
I'm sorry,
and
Johnny.
curse on the dot.
You know what? No, Johnny, no. I am not sorry. This is payback for Sakuba when you joined my stream and made me run into a tire barrier.
I remember that.
Sparks is now in the lead.
I made it a whole lap without spinning out. Feeling good.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Woo! Nice job.
Where's 5th gear?
How did I manage to save that?
Yeah, no, I did that
Stay
in
on
practice
it.
too. It was a
Fine.
wild ride out there. It's a whole lot of throttle
Yellow
work.
flag. Watch out.
I assume 4.8 seconds is out of draft range.
I mean,
Maybe. You know.
a tad, a little bit.
I'll keep taking turn 1 like that. It's not going to be 4.8 anyway.
What you do is
Turn
you
one's
lag
tricky.
so bad that you create a second version of yourself in tandem draft.
I keep seeing the Saturn V launches behind me. It's beautiful. Every blink is a massive launch.
Whoop. That was a little wide.
A little bit.
Get out of
That's a nice
neutral!
big hole for us, though. Yeah, dude, locked in neutral on this thing is so painful. You have to either like super clutch in and wait, be deliberate with it, or like aggressively kick the shit out of the throttle.
Now I got to catch back up and win it for the team.
Yeah.
That was 130.2.
shit.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoa, boy.
Hold it!
Holy
Nice
cow.
job!
That was a lot of yellow wiggling back there.
I may have forgot to breathe.
That's a hell of a save.
Check your heart. I think it might have skipped a beat.
No kidding.
Or 3.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 109 Fahrenheit. The gap to Gardner
the track's
ahead
cooler
is
now than it
increasing.
was
It's
in
now
the last heat
1.7.
race.
We gotta get iRacing to scan Carolina Motorsports Park since they actually race Vs there. And more
That'd be
importantly, they race the V series that Johnny based this rule set off of. So
Oh,
then
the
we could
dome?
actually copy them. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, if they could only do scan pit race, that would be awesome.
Yeah, really.
If they can only scan Caraway.
Can we get Brainerd while we're at it?
Actually, you know what? They need to scan Florence just because it's got no walls. No outside walls.
Yeah,
Just a
don't you
dirt
want...
berm.
No, there's
No,
not
it's
even
a-
a berm, it's just forest.
Wild.
It's
An
literally
asphalt oval.
Langley without
What a
walls.
throwback. I like that.
And the bleachers are terrifying. They're like filled with concrete or something. I don't understand it.
Asphalt.
Gotta protect the spectators from getting run into by a car.
No, they're just like terrible.
It's literally like they put up the bleachers and then just poured 200 pounds or 200 tons of asphalt, whatever, like around the supports. So there's just a mountain of asphalt with seats on top of it.
That's so weird.
Probably an old trash heap.
The best way to hide it.
Birds.
That's a great lead follow.
Actually kind of scary how fast late models actually go at that track with no walls.
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
little.
definitely slow me down a little bit. I'd be thinking about going over the edge.
I'm hoping we can see Blade there at some point from Red Light Racing because he
Refuel window
races
will open on lap 6.
late models
It will
there.
end on lap 20.
Just so I can have someone to point to and say, hey, I know that guy.
Is that one of the places where I'm just leaving a lot of time on the table, Kip?
Yeah.
Man, that braking zone before the twisty bit, I can't remember which turn it is. But man, because of how it's like where it's like has that bump right before the turn and everything, it makes it just so difficult.
That's why I conveniently refer to all of the corners here as the scary corner.
Well, it's
These are too wide
a
on there.
braking zone.
3
It's
wide.
a-
Oh.
It's one of the braking zone corners. Or corners that you brake for and has a braking zone. Blah.
Here we go for an instruction
Yeah.
lap of some point.
Not turn 1, but the other braking zone before the twisty bit.
After the downhill bit, yeah.
The gap to Gardner ahead
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now
yeah.
1.0 seconds.
I don't know this track. I'm just trying to give as best a description as I can while driving.
I will say I've blown through that corner in a Mazda way more than I like to admit.
The first time I went to that corner, I didn't know I had to brake for it, and I almost cut the complete track right there.
And that's one way to save time.
We need to have our own demo derby here. That was so much fun.
What, last car to get a meatball wins?
No, it's unlimited fast repairs, and you can cut courses, all that type of stuff. Someone just posted the broadcast of that not too long ago. It's so much fun.
Oh, good. That was badass. Other than that, that's sad.
That inside line of turn 1 is sketchy.
Yeah,
I
it is.
have to go really slow. Let me be super cautious.
Yeah, I thought I was slow enough, and it just stepped way out.
Aiden, that's one down. 2 more to go.
Oh, that is one down. I thought he saved it.
Oh no.
It was close. It was close. So I mean, it's good to know that it's 3 Formula V's wide on the front straight.
Yeah.
You could make it 4 if you tried hard enough.
Bold strategy.
I'm actually starting to enjoy these cars. They're just a slightly harder version to drive compared to the Spec Racer.
They're harder to drive than the Spec Racer?
I think these are so much easier to drive, like, than the Spec Racer. I think the Spec Racer is super difficult and twitchy still, and this is just like,
Yeah.
for me, super intuitive.
I mean, this thing is like
All the
death
grip,
twitchy for the first 2 turns, then after that it's
just a sweetheart.
just, yeah.
I'm sure there's like a technique to drive the SRF that makes it as sweet as this. I've just never been able to freaking figure it out. The first time I got in this, it just made sense to drive it the way that it was happy to be driven. Even after they updated the SRF and everyone was like, oh, it's so much more calm and stable. I was like,
That's really not good.
oh, Jason. Where did you get, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
You jerk, you're trying to leave this up to me to beat Nick? Hate you guys.
That could happen like race 1 at Olton.
Or race 1 at Lime Rock.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Lime Rock. There was a single place on the track where I touched the brake, and there was a 5-lap consecutive run for shits and giggles where I didn't use the brake at all.
Oh shit.
It was fantastic.
P3, you've
Hilariously
just done
fun.
a
Somebody died.
129.5.
Nope. I was screaming through the grass, aiming straight towards the wall, and managed to save it.
I made a mistake.
Mistakes were made.
Hey, Johnny up to the podium.
Jinx.
Don't. I didn't commentators curse it. Don't do that.
Close. Very close to it.
There it went.
I touched the forbidden gear.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even on purpose. I just absentmindedly clicked it again.
I've done that so many damn times.
The gap to Mitchell ahead is increasing. It's now 7.9.
I think this scientifically proves the fact
Come on,
that
Nick, you're supposed to be passing me so you can teach me your ways. And figure out how to go the extra second faster.
it
It's
is
all about entry speed.
impossible to have two good back-to-back races. I will always make a mistake in one of the two.
6th place.
I don't know how y'all's finding as much speed as y'all.
It's
are,
it's all entry speed and carrying the speed through the corners. The tricky part is that if you overstep it, you can really easily spin. So if you don't really know where the limit is and you're just kind of trying to take chunks out left and right, then you can easily overstep it and feel like, no, I got to step way back, and then you're way under the limit again. You got to kind of work towards it.
You're not using second gear, are you, Corey?
No.
Right, good.
Yeah,
That's step one.
exactly. Step one, never use second.
God, I remember when the
Change
bees...
third to fourth at 8 miles an hour.
You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed about the AI though? That they actually use second gear and somehow are just as fast.
Yeah, I hate that. It's so stupid because there's no way. Just the engine braking on it and the gearing difference between second and third is so vastly different that it just, like, for a human, it's like not possible to keep carrying that speed without blowing the motor.
The AI don't follow iRacing's physics.
Yeah, they don't follow normal rules.
I've done one AI race.
They follow anime rules.
In fact, the Jettas still have the speed.
I wanted to say Yu-Gi-Oh rules, but
I was trying to go over under. I did not do that properly.
Thank you.
It can be hard to do in these cars with the little momentum and understeer they have. You really got to plan it right.
I did one AI race when I first got iRacing.
Oh, sorry.
I don't
Oh
remember
no.
the last time I did an AI race. AI. I think it was, I've done like 3 I can think of.
I did one and I didn't even do it. So the news little caption thing absolutely berated me for sucking.
Terrible Ben Shout is awful. Finishes last.
They even said something about how I was like I qualified on pole. I'm like, I didn't qualify, I didn't do anything. It just put me there.
Just so the disappointment was worse. First to last.
But yeah, I did MX5s at Charlotte Oval because I hate myself, and it's obvious the AI cheat because, you know, I was full throttling it at max gear and they were pulling away from me like a second a lap. It's like, okay.
Yep. Makes no sense.
Well, that was lockup. Yikes.
Gardner,
Yeah,
behind
good
is
save, though.
pitting.
Didn't even look that bad.
Sketchy.
No.
That felt uncomfortable.
And I was
P5.
trying to say, you remember how fast the Jettas were before they nerfed them?
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI still has that
That face.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, good luck like trying to race with that.
I remember I had the settings just right. Then after the update, I went to go race. They just left me. I'm like, what happened?
The gap to Mitchell.
Should have update made you
It's now
slow.
7.2 seconds.
yeah, that's one thing I kind of hate about AI is just fine-tuning it, and then an update happens and it's totally different there, and the AI just totally like, I don't know. Since sometimes it's not even for the better.
Yeah, it takes me a while. It took me those 3 times I did it. It was a while spent trying to tune things and get it the way I wanted it to, and it was an okay experience once I did that, but it was definitely some effort to kind of get to that point. And I'd be annoyed if I had to kind of start tweaking things every couple of months every time they change stuff.
At this point, I just end up using AIs just to watch.
See how they do it.
I just put them to max aggressiveness, max everything, and then just watch them wreck.
Well, that's too much curb.
Yeah, that's what I did in race 1. Except I went way off.
There's no such thing as too much
So,
curve. Keep doing that.
So I put Clarkson in my AI roster,
Solid.
and
Probably punch half the field.
and he managed to flip himself.
In character. Completely
Yeah.
in character.
It was so funny because my fucking crew chief was like, we have a big incident in turn whatever, and I round the corner and all I see is a car upside down and a wheel in the middle of the road.
Track temperature's falling. It's now.
Maybe it's the rogue
05
wheel that hit
Fahrenheit.
Jason. It traveled through
wheel.
time and space to get to him.
Hit that portal.
Shouldn't that be Richard Hammond instead? Flipping it?
Yeah, also true.
Well, to be fair, I also put Richard Hammond and
One
James
car
May in
remaining.
there, and I think Richard Hammond also crashed.
Again, in
20
character.
minutes.
James May was the only one that didn't crash, but funnily enough, came in last.
Yeah, again, in character. They all lived up to their reputations.
iRacing is an accurate simulation.
Changed my mind.
Well, when you actually watch these lap 1 turn 1s that's recently been happening in F1 and
It's
NASCAR.
wild.
Yeah, dang. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to settle for 7th.
Oh.
Yeah. Got the car repaired, but it's still not driving right.
got
is the
5
axle still
minutes.
bent or something?
You should protest somebody.
Protest the flagman.
Barney, what are you
Protest the
doing?
wall. He did the damage. Actually, I don't know if it was the wall, but
Oh well, Johnny, I'm actually watching the replay. You and I clipped into each other, and somehow, and my left rear tire did the most delayed wheel snap ever. In fact, it fell off. No wonder the car wasn't stable.
We're tricycle
Totally
racing
ban that
now.
guy.
Oh yeah,
I was,
totally.
I was uncomfortable going into that corner coasting. Car
Doing
handles
anything,
different.
yeah, doing anything different than what you're used to. It's like, oh, this feels so weird.
Ben, did you hear that? The guy that hit Jason is banned.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no.
oh no 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 no.
Lifetime sentence.
I have 2 of those now. I got married, and now I'm stuck.
P5.
I said that without being sure my wife was in the room too.
Quality strategy.
Well, if you suddenly go quiet, we'll know. She does realize that if she's the cause of your demise, that she has to take over, right?
I'm not
She
sure
runs
she does it.
You
ASRC.
keep what you kill. Two to go.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's pretty. That was a really, really nice line.
That was fucking terrible.
It was on the edge, but it was nice. It was,
Felt
it was a
terrible.
decent line. Oh, it didn't feel good, but
That
it was
lap was
nice.
a 129.
I was sort of thinking there, as like, Abyss, I haven't seen you in a while.
That's what we were talking earlier about Florence. Like, there's places on this track I go easy because there's a Abyss that just will eat you in a heartbeat, and I'm not about that life.
It's even worse on Jefferson.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no. Oh.
No, 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 no. Jefferson's ready to eat you alive. It's crazy.
Come on, Ben, let's get rid of the streak.
Now I'm kind of curious how this car drives on the Jefferson circuit.
Yeah. Get rid of the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania.
Johnny, do you think we're gonna run the official schedule next season?
That is a great question.
Listen,
Yes.
we run all of the rookie oval infield courses. You know you want to.
Let me tell you something. What was the track that got canceled last weekend? Shit. Charlotte? No, not Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Charlotte. Yeah. That actually was a pretty interesting racetrack. I raced like a couple official.
I kind of enjoyed the like super long layout when it like came out, but I really much prefer the one that they
White flag,
revised it
one more
to.
lap. You got about 4 laps
Yeah.
of fuel left.
It just feels kind of
on
extra for
29.6.
extra sake. It just kind of keeps going and flopping back on itself for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Charlotte Roval Long?
Yep. It's not the best.
Yeah, I mean it's not the best, but I mean,
It wasn't awful.
it was definitely a great kind of mix-up, at least for these cars.
Sure. First time I've driven it in a while, that's for sure.
I mean, you had to like drive the car in a different manner compared to most of the other tracks before. At least I feel.
Oh, you're talking about that Legends Long?
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, the one
that
with the
track-
weird ass last
Oh, I'm
turn
an
or
idiot.
whatever,
Fuck me, I caught dirt on the way into that goddamn
or the
last
chicane
corner.
for the last turn. Sorry.
That's exactly what I was thinking there.
That was gonna be such a good. Like I had so much momentum going into there, and then I right as I went to turn in, it started to go rumble, 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 and I hesitated. Damn it!
That is exactly what I was thinking because I touched dirt there too. I'm like, oh motherfucker, I'm just gonna toss this one into the wall right now. It's not even like I'm gonna get past on this straight. I'm gonna toss this into the wall. Oh,
I was like 3 inches wider than that. Damn it! That was a good one. Nice job.
whew. I held out. I didn't fuck up that time.
No, that was nice.
5.
Split him again.
Well done.
1 and 1.
At least that time I had to come from behind.
True.
Whew. I need,
That was another fun
I
one.
need to go take a shower now.
Yeah, I do
What you
too.
It's always super close racing with these. Anytime I do an official in top split, it's fucking bananas. You'll have like 7 cars nose to tail, and they're all just swapping spots. It's asshole clinching the whole time.
So my fastest lap that I did was actually when I was leading. So I
Nice,
still don't quite
yeah.
understand that. And I didn't go faster like that one lap I pulled out next to you down the front straight. I figured that was just trying to get my fastest lap for that.
Yeah, not having
And
to
it
lift
wasn't.
off. Hmm. What was your fastest?
7.26.
Wow, that's actually pretty quick. I think 7.7 was what my fastest kind of one I ever saw me getting close to. It was like right at the end of qualifying, but we didn't get to finish the lap. I was right behind Johnny.
I
And it
should
was,
clarify that was a 28.726.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 27. I know. Mine was, I think, a 27.7 was what I was going to get to. My fastest overall was like a 28.
Yeah,
in
I
quality.
don't know. I
Five
don't
in
know what
race.
you are doing out there to get that extra
Pit lane
half
speed
second
limit
plus.
is
So.
45
It's
miles
all,
per hour.
I guarantee you it's all in brakes and corner
Activate
speed.
limiter.
Like I can almost guarantee it. I just feel really comfortable either not using the brakes or going very deep and then using the throttle to really stabilize the car the whole rest of the way through. And it seems like a lot of other people really control it on the brakes. They get down to a lot lower mean corner speed, and I just don't. And like you can tell in the races when y'all are around me and in the draft, and you're just you're following and doing what I'm doing. Y'all can stay with me, fine.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, it's like if I try to carry a little more speed, the front end just pushes. And I've got no grip.
I've got my brake bias. I guarantee you, mine's like way turned back from where you are. What are you running?
I think stock still.
Yeah, I'm way back at like. I think I started the session at like 60 point something. I think
Wow.
I ended at like 61 or something.
How do you not spin more often?
It's all about the brakes. Like the way I view it in my head, the way I view it in my head is like the throttle and the brake are the same thing with this car, where they both control slip angle like on a like sliding scale to me. Like 0 to 100 on the throttle, I can just slide that left and right with my foot, and like the car correspondingly goes in a slip angle just that much. Like that's the way it feels, and it's the way I view it in my head. And it's the same way on the brakes. When I go just a little bit harder, it just starts to rotate just a little bit more when I have that much brake bias back. So I'm doing tiny little modulations to keep it from spinning, but I have a way more brake because I have all that rear brake dialed in. So I could brake later and I can get the front end turning in because I'm just rotating the car. But I'm not spinning it. I'm just getting it to
Yeah,
rotate just enough on the
I'd
brakes.
have to practice that a lot to not spin it because I'm already like on edge of spinning under braking.
Yeah, I was running just normal stuff, and then the first or second race of that Saturday Weekend Warrior League I was doing, I got one of the front running guy setups because I was always like 7th in top split, and I was the same thing in that Weekend Warriors. It was the same guys who were ahead of me, and I'd be in like 7th or 8th, and the top 6 would be ahead. And so I got their setups, and I looked, and I think they had a little more camber thrown at it, and then they had a shit ton of brake bias to the rear. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna learn how to drive a loose setup fast. And I just like put a shit ton of laps in doing the Weekend Warrior practices and officials while I was trying to bust my IR. And I just learned how it liked being braked with that kind of rear bias. It is about practice. It's just throwing the laps in with that braking and that bias.
Maybe I should try that sometime. What's that? That practice? Is that how you say it?
I haven't done it for freaking ever. Like I can't. I got so annoyed with the official races and getting wrecked out at the end there that I haven't even got on to practice or do anything unless it's league night recently. But when I was doing it, that's really how I learned how to kind of. That's why I can not do a ton of practice and get in the car and be with you guys at the front of the pack because I know what it wants. I can kind of get right back to that limit because it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have 1100 horsepower and crazy aero. I can get right to its limits really easily now that I know what they are.
Yeah, I haven't actually done any official stuff in a long time. I think since like week 3. I just haven't taken the time to do any of that shit. So
don't think I've done any official stuff for 2 seasons now.
Yeah, I normally don't. I'm almost always just enduros, and then when this car came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing more officials because I was just kicking ass with it. So it was the only thing I've done an official really for the past year and a half, 2 years. Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I thought I got a little close on a couple turns, but I didn't manage to do a 0x on that one.
Hey, nice.
The
I was
funny
not
thing is,
able to freaking do it on either.
funny thing is, I try to do the officials, but before the seasons get halfway through, it's just kind of like, nah.
Yeah, I ended up skipping a couple of weeks because of my wrist issue, and then because I ended up doing that, and then I was coming back to some tracks I didn't like, and I kept getting wrecked out and stuff, and I was like, man, I don't have the motivation to stick with it anymore because I've already missed weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my push for the FV stuff, I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter because I won't get any like the iRacing credits if I do enough of
Yeah.
these even. So, and I wasn't doing any of the other official stuff. So I'm just sort of like, I got other shit to do.
It kind of sucks because I really love the TCR. But just trying to do officials is just kind of
crack.
Yeah, I like almost all the front wheel drive stuff on iRacing. They all have kind of different personalities, and they're fun in their own ways. And I do enjoy the TCR. It seems like the only place to do it is either with super low participation in IMPC, or with better participation in their little sprint series, but they're 15-minute fucking demo derbies because people are just beating and banging. They think they're like British touring car drivers, but they're absolutely not.
They think they are.
They're definitely not. And it just makes it like a pure SR just shit show. Like you just end up going in there and just pissing it away to everybody for no reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like this week is another good week for SR.
Oh, do you have to be above 2.5 to keep your license? Or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Shit, I should probably do something.
No. Wait, no. 1.5. It's 1.5.
Oh, okay. Then fuck it. I'm fine at a 2.4. I don't care. Although if any of the cars that I have are doing Nürburgring, I should just do a time trial out there.
Yeah, I'm doing L79 at Nürburgring this week. That'll be fun.
That sounds like my SR would go down to -5 with that.
I've been enjoying the shit. That's another one that feels like exactly like this car to me, like a huge brother to this little FV, because it's whatever they did to the tires that a lot of the top guys don't like. Feels good to me because it's just it likes to slide a ton, so it's just like feels like a slide rule to me on the throttle, and I've been having a ton of fun in the official like weekend broadcast stuff in that L79.
Nice.
They've had some really, really fun tracks too, like stuff you wouldn't normally go to that are kind of historic and faster and flowing. And it's been nice to do that rather than some of the stop-start chicane stuff.
Yeah.
I would honestly do more time trials to try to get up my SR kind of that way, but it's just too grindy of a thing to do it that way. Because
Those time trials are really good for like getting used to a car and
Yeah.
the marks, and you know it's really easy to gauge where you are compared to other people, so you can see if like how much you need
True.
to push.
Yeah.
You can. It's a good, safe way to learn the limits of the car,
Yeah, exactly.
and at the same time to like get the skills up for knowing that particular track as well.
Very true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything like inherently.
It's definitely not
against
super
it,
like
it's just-
fun to just sit there and hot lap by yourself with
Yeah.
nothing going on. But it's definitely, if you're knowing how to do it and you're not just sitting there kind of mindlessly doing it, you're trying different stuff. You're trying different little lines, entry points, later entrances, later apexes, different break points. Like you just have to focus on doing enough different stuff and experimenting enough that you're not just kind of mindlessly lapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
mindlessly laughing, you really ain't learning anything.
And you end up lulling yourself into like just kind of a zen state, but a bad zen state, and you'll end up going off the track somewhere, bopping some stuff, and then the whole point of the time trial is lost.
Well, see, here's the thing. Even without, I just remembered, I remember like the past couple of times I've done time trial, like that, like I turned at least, I want to say half the race distance of the actual, like race, and I realized that, you're not gonna get a full SR boost, like you was gonna get from a race, but even still, I think I turned about 60 laps and I only got a 0.02 SR gain,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much all what I get from any session.
It definitely is. It's weighted to mean kind of like, hey, you're not around anybody, you're not doing anything, you're just kind of by yourself. So we expect that you're going to have 0. So we're not giving you a ton for it. We expect
Yeah.
it, but we'll give you something. It's
Higher.
much easier. The longer the race, the more corners, obviously, and that means the more potential SR gain you can do. If you do even like a short kind of 3-hour enduro on the weekend, even one that's like solo, you just focus on coming home safe, then your SR will absolutely skyrocket. You won't be doing like 0.0, it'll be like, 1 point something or 2 point something jumps.
Or you do a time trial at the Nürburgring and just concentrate on
There
staying
you go.
on track, and
Exactly.
you get like
That's
a
a
point
ton
2,
of
point
corners.
3 regardless,
Yeah, that's
as
very
long as
true.
you stay on track.
Just any track that has a shit ton of corners like the Green Hill, then you're going to get such great SR from it. Or a lot of length.
Think about the Green Hill. They call it the Green Hill for a reason.
I enjoy, like, as long as I'm not doing it in something that's like uber fast, like GT3 or under, then it's like really fun to just kind of like hot lap, and as long as you're not trying to like set lap records, then it's not hard to not go off. If you're anything faster than that, then yeah, it can get really tricky really quickly.
To be honest, I just really want to get up to B class in oval so I can race the 87 cars again.
I enjoy and disenjoy 87 cars. I've enjoyed them a lot more since they've made them more understeery and stuff. But
I mean, like, don't get me wrong.
It's classic iRacing oval. There's just so much crashing and yelling and bullshit and drunken buffoonery.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a tough car to drive, and in way I can see why they moved it up to to B class. It's just it kind of sucks that they had it in C class for I don't know how as long as they did. But I mean, I just remember whenever I first started, there was in C class.
I think because it was new, they just kind of flopped it in C class. But then people were complaining that the car is too difficult for it to be a C class car. And I guess on the forums, just enough people actually complained where iRacing put it up to B class.
There you go.
Like low key, I was hoping that the participation would actually be so bad that they would want to put it back to C class just because.
I find it kind of funny that moving the European road racing series up to A class, how much that killed it.
Well, I mean, but by the sounds of it, it hasn't killed the 87 cars at all in B class. I mean, I don't
Nah,
know what the participation is like, so.
nah. It seems like B and C are kind of like the sweet spots. D class, people will consider them still rookie class, and A, not everybody has an A license.
Yeah, I mean, like don't get me wrong. At first, I kind of wanted to get my SR up so I could like race in the higher tier leagues. Now it's more so I just want to race this one particular vehicle. To be honest, I mean, like in my own head, like I'm gonna give myself about 2 or 3 years before I'm actually really like thinking about like seriously doing like more uh serious league stuff. I don't know how to say this.
Oh, I'm still streaming. Thank you all for watching. It was fun hanging out with everyone. And I will see you all next week, if not sooner, if I decide to finish doing that Sly stream that I need to finish. I've been lazy about that. But we'll see. If not the Sly race, if not the Sly stream finishing up that, then I will see you guys here next Tuesday for wherever we're racing next week. Where are we racing next week? We are racing at Tsukuba. Okay, I like Tsukuba. So yeah, if I don't stream again this week, then it will be next Tuesday at Tsukuba. How exciting. Thank y'all for hanging out, and I will see y'all later.